So Team Spring Break is finishing up its first South Sun Cove storyline with Last Stand at South Sun. This is where we see what happens to the villain Canach, we see what happens to the hero Inspector Keel, and we find out exactly what happens and how this storyline is resolved. I want to talk for a moment about Canach, our villain. Canach was the villain in Lost Shores last November, and we brought him back to South Sun Cove. And when the team realized we were returning to South Sun Cove, Canach was a logical choice for the villain, and so we worked him into the process of things. We didn't get a chance to delve very deeply into the Canach character, but he is a second-born Sylvari, and he has that chip on his shoulder about being a second-born Sylvari. He feels he is noble enough, he is strong enough, he is smart enough to warrant the kind of respect a first-born Sylvari gets. But in his view, he never gets it simply because of his birth position. He wasn't born as part of the first batch of Sylvari who came off the Pale Tree, and he's never going to get over that. He doesn't think things through. That's his one great weakness, and it gets him into lots of trouble, and it also causes trouble for other people. The final event on South Sun Cove is an island-wide attack by all the angry animals against all of the established consortium settlements. So the settlers are in danger, the consortium is in danger, the Lion Guard are in danger. Canach has stirred things up beyond anyone's ability to control it, so the Karka and the other wild animals need to be contained. And the only way to do that is to confront them directly. Lieutenant Keel has a plan of her own on how to permanently fix this problem with the South Sun Cove settlers and their restrictive contracts. But I'm going to leave that as a secret. I want players to see that for themselves. Once the island-wide threat has been neutralized, you'll see how this plot resolves. You'll see what Keel does and the attention it gets for her. And that will lead us into the next month's content, where another crisis will demand Keel's attention.
So in the wake of all this excitement on South Sun Cove, we have a chance to watch Ellen at work. Ellen Keel, who is our Lion Guard inspector, our Lion Guard lieutenant, who is really making waves on South Sun Cove and doing some amazing work. She's a workaholic, we've learned that. She has no friends per se that we see. She has no boyfriend, no girlfriend, no one that she is particularly fond of because she works all the time. And that is what she wants to do. At the end, after she has cleared up all the problems that Canach has started on South Sun Cove, Ellen gets noticed. Magnus and the ship's council notice that she's been doing an amazing job, and they give her a bit of a promotion. In the next month's content, we will see the ship's council is hosting a festival. This festival is called Dragon Bash, and Ellen Keel is assigned the job of being the head of security. So she is going to have to deal with any strangeness that happens at Dragon Bash. The festival itself is going to be huge. The ship's council really wants something that will bring people out into the streets, bring tourists to the city, and get people spending their money and just having a really good time. There's been a bit of a controversy surrounding Dragon Bash that's starting to ramp up. A lot of people, or some people, feel that it's not right to celebrate dragons. The ship's council has responded to this by saying, well, we're not celebrating dragons, we're bashing dragons. And so that's what we're going to do. So join us at Dragon Bash.